Hi everyone. Good morning. It is Friday morning and we are together again in Isaiah, the Passion Translation for now, for a few months. This is the 9th chapter and we are getting going here. Hi girls. All right, so yesterday we read about the Wonderful One, about how God is our everlasting Father and mighty God and Prince of Peace, and yeah, that was just beautiful, so wonderful. Today we're going to go further. We're going to finish chapter 9. So here we are, and okay. I had to adjust my glasses. All right, here we go. The Lord judges arrogance and oppression. Hi, everybody. Hi, Glenn. The Lord decreed a word against Jacob, and it brought calamity upon Israel, and all the people of Ephraim and Samaria knew of it. Their hearts filled with pride, and they arrogantly boasted. Our brick walls may have crumbled, but we will rebuild them with dressed stones. Invading armies may have cut down our sycamore trees, but we will plant cedars in their place. Shh, Pepper. No, go lay down. I should show you Pepper though, because she got trimmed. Isn't she cute and small again? Look at those eyes. Snoopy too. We have 2 dogs. They get really small when they get groomed, but they're still barking. I want to read that last sentence again because that was an important part that I wanted to bring out. Okay, so the Lord judges arrogance and oppression, and their hearts were filled with pride, and they arrogantly boasted. Our brick walls may have crumbled, but we will rebuild them with dressed stones. Invading armies may have cut down our sycamore trees, but we will plant cedars in their place. I'm just having another revelation on top of the one that I already was thinking about talking about this morning, so I'm going to include that too, because I just want to talk about the fires just for a second, but I want to read to you from the notes down here in chapter 9, verse 10. It says their attitude is basically, even if God sends judgment, we will start over and be stronger and more prosperous than before, not realizing that God will not lift off his hand of judgment until they humble their hearts. So I just wanted to, I'm going to go on and I'm going to come back to this. I just wanted to say that that's not a good posture of heart to have. And sometimes when things happen that is like a calamity in our life, and we're not really walking with God, and we're not really concerned about why something might have happened, and we don't humble ourselves and ask him if there's anything that we could have done differently, or just ask, not out of fear, but just wanting to stay in a right place with him in our hearts. It just isn't a good idea to just go marching on in our pride and in our we can do this attitude without the Lord's blessing, without his significant word upon it, is what I guess I'm trying to say. So I'm going to come back to this because I have some other thoughts, but let's read. So the Lord Yahweh stirred up their enemies and strengthened Rezin's foes. And they came against the people, Syrians on the east, Philistines on the west. They came with bared teeth and devoured Israel. Yet despite all this, his anger did not subside, and his hand of judgment is poised to strike them again, for the people did not repent and turn to the one who struck them or seek the Lord Yahweh, commander of angel armies. In a single day, the Lord Yahweh cut off from Israel both head and tail. palm branch, and reed. The elders and dignitaries are the head, and the prophet who teaches lies is the tail. The leaders have led them astray, and the citizens are left in confusion. We have no idea how much sin is going on in our nation, but when I think about the people that we've elected into leadership, and it's much worse in other nations. There's the corruption, but we have our share of it too. But what is left, the fruit of it, is that the citizens are left in confusion because there's no godly standard anymore that people are governing by. That is why the Lord did not show pity to the young people or have compassion on their orphans and widows, for everyone was godless and did evil, and each mouth spewed out wickedness. So I'm getting to a point here to be able to tell you something that the Lord showed me a little while ago. Therefore the Lord's anger has not subsided, and his hand is poised to strike them again. Surely wickedness, right here. Israel's tribes turn against one another. Surely wickedness burned like an out-of-control fire, consuming thorns and thistles. It set ablaze the thickets of the forest with flames swirling upward in columns of smoke. I don't know if anyone's going to jump on here from our little city, Redding, or this Northern California area where we've had fires, but I think we've all been affected by fires. But even, just recently in Paradise, where the whole town burned, and that was just so tragic. And then the area of Malibu and Thousand Oaks that burned a few months ago. But it seems like since I've moved here to this area in August of 2017, we had fires going then, and I didn't know that we were going to be moving into an area that really was experiencing a lot of fire over since we've got here, probably a year and a half. But just nobody's seen the devastation like we've seen in the last 6 months with the Redding fire here. And anyway, I don't know if you remember that there was something called a fire tornado that people saw that was a real thing here, that there was pictures of on the internet and in the news, where there was a very large funnel that was created by the